Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to the Summit 9 as we are getting ready for our first series of the group stage. It's going to be Fnatic versus OpTic in a 2-game series. Of course, all the matches in these groups will be. I'm OpTic, I'm here with Kyle, BSJ, and Vlad, and we're just about to kick this one off. What do we reckon? What are we going to see from this one? Which of these two teams is going to be the more fun out of this? Who's going to sort of have a bit more of a play around, do we reckon?
I don't know if Envy knows how to have fun, so I probably lean towards OpTic.
I think in DOTA winning is fun, and I think OpTic's going to win.
Not always winning is fun.
So, should you enjoy DOTA at all?
I mean,
Is that why you're casting?
Oh my god.
I still got so tired of losing, man. No, I mean, isn't that like all the professional player interviews is like, you know, what about DOTA is your favorite thing? And they're all just like winning. That's like, isn't that like why they still play? Like,
I mean,
at the highest level?
Yeah, we actually forgot to mention that the every map counts. Like every map brings you $1,000 for a win, so that makes more fun, more interesting. Every map, yeah. Why not?
We did not mention that. That's so you just get $1,000.
I didn't even know that, but like,
I was
really?
Could you just make that up for us?
No, I'm serious. You actually make $1,000 for winning every map.
All
yeah.
right.
Okay.
Well,
and
there's also what the $100,000 prize.
Yeah. So like 33K for the first place, 16 for second, something like that. But 1K for every map.
That's not bad.
fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I was
That's not
told
bad.
going into the day that every game I played, I win $1,000.
Why not?
Why? Yeah, that would provide a little more, motivation.
Oh, here we go. Anyway, the draft has begun, and we're going to see what these two teams
Around Enigma.
are going to do. Indeed, Enigma, maybe a bit more surprised. The Dark Willow ban, of course, we've all seen the pubs at the moment. That is not surprising that hero is going to be taken out, pretty much first phase every game?
Yeah, when you see members of Liquid spamming the hero,
I was going to make the same point. I think it was GH, really. He just played it every day for like 2 days, and I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Because, I mean, last TI, GH played, 3-4 heroes, but he was playing them better than anyone else in the world. Specifically the Shaker with
Can't ban them all.
Yeah. So I think Willow is another one of those 4 heroes that if you know that hero, like, did so much damage. I still can't believe it wasn't nerfed like significantly.
I mean, it got buffed, didn't it?
Yeah.
The hero came out with like, this hero's broken, this ain't going to last long,
Well,
and then they started buffing it.
He was first pick every game. Why did it stop? Was it just because
it got nerfed a couple times?
I mean, there was... I can't remember which spell. It was one spell did sort of severely change, wasn't it? Was it the cooldown maybe on the...
The ult got like a cooldown increase.
It was they changed. They
10
rescaled the Bedlam in some sort of sense. And indeed, there was a
feel
period
like
where
she's
teams were
stronger
ignoring
than
it.
she
for
was
a couple of
when she
months.
got released, though, because she got
Yes.
nerfed and then buffed.
Yeah,
And I
exactly.
feel like the buffs outweighed the nerfs.
Pugna is banned. Trend is banned.
And the Drow. You guys were talking about the Drow the other day, saying this carry is good at the moment. So just putting a Drow in.
It's just like all these. If you even look at the heroes banned, right? I'd say looking at Fnatic's these damage amplification. Anything that you can draft that just gives your team more damage. There's no real way to. There's no counter to it, like to just percent-based damage amplification. Pugna, Bloodseeker, Drow, they all do this, and it allows you to then later pick these heroes with better matchups, and you just increase their power level. So Drow. Last pick some mid-hero, now it's almost guaranteed to have a good game, and your Storm, as an example, will just carry. Whereas without the Drow, it's like, it's just a different kind of game. It's not as easy.
It's going to be Crystal Maiden Race King for OpTic Gaming first to picks, I'm sure.
You reckon? The Wraith King?
I'm completely sure.
Oh,
You think it's the
I like the
forward?
confidence.
Yeah, I think that's... I'm not sure. It could be Crystal Maiden position 3, something like that. But I'm sure that's going to be Race King.
I've certainly seen a fair few times recently on the old Zai stream. He's been busting out that Wraith King constantly in pubs.
I've had to deal with it like
You've
several
had,
times.
and,
Yeah, I mean,
and what do you think? What do you think about the Wraith King?
okay, so in the current dual lane meta, all it is about winning trades, right? So he has a really cheap stun, and he just throws it at you continuously. And that's all it is. It's like what carry in the game can get stunned off of like an 8-second cooldown and just actually tank it. And
Skeleton got buffed, everything got buffed.
Yeah.
If you have a great vision on the lane, you can do a lot of stuff.
They're not picking Wraith King second.
If they do it though,
I'm with
if they do
Falad.
it,
I think they will.
I mean,
If
I
you look
believe
at
it.
the
They can
data,
pick later.
Just because he did his research and actually knows like facts about the tournament doesn't mean that he's gonna have unique drafting insight, guys.
Yeah.
He's just professional.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Let's have a look what they've got.
I mean, jokes aside, I think it's really good. But I mean, Enchantress has been the plague of NA pubs again.
Okay.
At least. I
Yep.
mean, Universe has been playing in NA. I've played against his Enchantress at least like 3 or 4 times now. You just
So
build
annoying.
like Blightstone, you just hit people, and like you actually take Nature's Attendance usually level 1 because they made the cooldown go from 45 to 35, which makes it obnoxiously strong. It feels like it's almost always off cooldown. So whenever you go on, I'm like, as long as he doesn't have any heal, we can get him. But then he just has heal again.
The hero's so good too. Like
Yeah.
even your W was a 5.5 second, like 20% slow. I want to
Yeah.
say, but it's also a purge.
Yeah.
There's so few methods. Actually, sorry, I shouldn't say purge. It's a dispel,
Yeah.
an
Sure.
offensive dispel, which like almost none exists, especially like level 1, level 2 of a skill.
And heroes that used to counter like Ursa no longer
Yeah.
counter because
You can't actually pick them anymore.
Yeah, you can't. So like whenever I see,
Why,
if I see an
why
Enchantress
can't you
duel, I'm
pick
like,
Ursa? Because people are playing Ursa at the
I
moment.
mean, how would you
purge overpower?
look at this lane? Enchantress, Windranger. How would you play against?
There's
this?
just no way
They're
you
gonna
can
have
sort of-
double
Necro
orb.
is the only hero I can think. Yeah, I'm like,
Oh,
BSJ.
That's good.
BSJ.
That's what I'm here
BSJ.
for. No, this is my approach of pubs. I look at these dual offerings. I'm like, what is my option? Necro or
Yeah.
Bloodseeker?
How do I make my life not miserable?
Yeah. How do I not get crushed?
Dude.
So explain it. Why does the lane play out so nicely? Because you've got the Necro.
It doesn't play out nicely per se.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
it could still be off lane. I want to be clear, but Necro just like doesn't really lose.
Isn't
a
your
lane right
Q
now.
your level 1 Q is what, 95 mana, 100 damage
It's
on Necro?
yes, it's 100 damage. Yeah, I think 95 minutes. Sounds
Okay,
right.
so then CM's 130 damage for 100 mana. So what you're gonna do is just spam your Qs, skill CM aura, skill Necro aura, and
Yeah.
just
And you
Like,
won the lane.
And just push buttons.
boom, push
Yeah,
buttons.
push
Just
Q,
spam
push
that
Q.
Q, and if you run out of mana, wow, buy a mango.
In dual
Use
lanes,
your mango. Rinse, repeat.
in dual lanes, the heroes that hit level 2 first usually win. So Necro, the reason why he's so popular, in my opinion, is because of all the buffs to his Q. Make it so that he literally will get level 2.5 before you get level 2, because he keeps all of his creeps alive. He'll like triple it up
Yeah.
into your tower and
And-
actually just shove it into
And
your
I was
tower.
going to comment, like, the thing that just crushes you in the safe lane is if you get double waved.
Yeah.
You never want to play against heroes like Ench Windranger,
Okay.
where they can shove the lane into you and then just dive your tower with an offensive glyph. Windranger's one of the best heroes at double waving. You see it typically, like, you know, all the way back when Navi was good, like TI1, TI2 era.
Jeez.
When Dendy would play Windranger mid, he
Yeah.
could just punish people. You get the double wave. You do it with Puck as well, but now it's become this 4 hero that just does the exact same thing in the opposing safe lane.
Wow.
But it still could be Necro offlane.
Yeah, that's the
Sure.
could be double lane offline, right?
Yeah.
CM Necro.
And are there any heroes when you see the Necro, you're like, we can't let them have this hero with the Necro in the game? Like, who are you
Like,
banning?
are
now?
you saying as a counter to Necro, or as a, like a synergy?
As
with
if,
Necro?
if you're Fnatic and you've seen that they picked the Necro
Okay.
second, we're like, we can't have this hero getting
I don't
through
think
the drafts
Necro
as well
tells
then.
you anything.
Yeah.
Is that's why it's such a strong,
Yeah,
solid
yeah.
opener?
It's like this patch. It's going to be like the Visage of previous patches, where it can be played by multiple people, pretty much every lane, and it's always good, and it kind of does the job in your draft that you want it to. Like Necro's just a good hero.
He can
right
build
now.
whatever too. He
Yeah.
can be like
Sure,
a
he's very
Radiance
flexible,
carry.
to
He
be
can
honest.
just be like an Ags who he just removes people from the game.
Yep, it depends. Again, like that's why it's so cool because you can play this carry style. Give it to Pycat. He's now buying a Radiance, as you said. You can play the off lane way, where you maybe go some support items. I don't know if Mech is ever a good item, but it's
Pipe usually is more
yeah,
common.
I
pipe.
was gonna say we never seen
Yeah,
that.
and
really.
mid you could just go the Dagon build.
The Dagon.
Midas
Necro?
Dagon, man. That's
Wow.
the play.
Well, so the Klink's banned out. That was sort of a hero that can be a counter to heroes like the
You can
Enchantress.
still purge the strafe though. That's the thing.
I was gonna.
Like,
Do people play Klinks? I mean, in your sort of pubs, do you see
I've
Klinks?
seen Clinks enough.
He's-
Klinks is
Really high win rate in 5K
Okay.
plus games, and I've seen it's again it's like it's who's spamming it. I think Artur specifically spammed it for like a day or two, so it's really good against Ench and Windranger in a way because you just juke all their spells. It now has a duration versus a number of projectiles dodged,
Yes.
so you can't really get threatened by an Ench or a Windranger. If
The
you're
Solar is nice
buff.
against Enchantress,
Yeah.
or Enchantress and Windranger. But I just feel like when you see Necro, like there's a few heroes that I think deal with it really well. I think Pugna is one of the best. It's obviously been banned.
Drow too.
And Drow, yes. And then I also think what was the other one I was thinking of? Oh, I said Leshrac. You didn't agree with me on that one though.
I think it can go both ways.
Oh
that
my,
that
that's
hero,
fun.
yeah, that deals with Necro.
Does it really? Like, is that? Are you talking about in the laning stage or like in the game?
You just can't. Necro wants to be able to assert dominance in an area, and you can't do that against a Tombstone. It's also really annoying because you're already slow enough as it is. You have some zombies sitting on you, low attack speed. Like
He just walks everywhere.
yeah, it's good against CM2 for the same reasons. They're both so slow.
But level 20 attack speed talent though. CM's gonna be chunking that Tombstone. Like
That's
you.
gonna be Ancient Dying offlane, or
Who knows?
looks like, and Windranger mid.
It's possible.
I mean,
think,
they could
I
actually
think
do
Ench
any
is more likely
combination of that.
core. Ench is
It
almost
will be
100%
Ench
a core.
core.
Yeah.
It will be Enchantress core.
Well, and when you see the Necro, are you not sort of thinking we've got to draft something that has a save to deal with the Scythe sort of finisher? Heroes like this
Dazzle?
SD, like the OD, or are these just heroes that you don't want to slot into your draft, even though they have that sort of straight save?
I think banking on defensive saves for Necro is the wrong way to look at it. I think you need to threaten a Necrophos. If
Okay.
you're in a
You don't want to get it to
yeah.
that point where you're like, what, if he repersives us, we're just going to lose the game on that play. You just can't let yourself get to there.
Yeah.
I like that pick a lot. The Skywrath Mage against Windranger Enchantress, and then also you can silence the Dirge before he gets Tombstone off.
Yeah. Just look at how the game has changed. CM, Sky, support combo. But it's just, they just spam.
Are you sure that's support? Maybe they will pick Io
pretty
and it's
sure.
going to be like do a mid lane like Thompson did, something like that. No?
No
No?
way.
Why
They're gonna show up in their side lanes. They're gonna spam all their mana, do damage, and if they die, they're gonna TP back in with extra
Spam, yeah.
mangoes and continue to turn mana into enemy health removed.
This is just a CC and CTA fourth pick like every single time. It's like really good against the heroes we see already, and then
CCNC, the #1 MMR in America.
yes, and
TA.
that means you know he knows how to play TA right now because that's the plague of mid. I have to believe it's TA as the pick. Coop or TA stand out to me, but like once again though, Necro could be any lane. They just need like a mobile hero against the heroes Fnatic have. They have like a ridiculous team fight, but they really don't. Their only catch is Shackle.
I could see them picking like a Beastmaster here.
They have
Strange.
2 picks in a row, so they can. It doesn't really matter what order they pick.
Right now, you got to be a little afraid because Fnatic's gonna hit this HOD timing with Ench creeps. There's the TA, as you said. I don't know. It's good here if he can dominate the lane, but if Fnatic's draft gets rolling, they take a few tier 1s like before this 10-12 minute mark. They can potentially just like group up and shove. But at the same time, it's actually so hard to push into CM Necro with traps threatening as well. I like the TA.
I just think like I look at this and I say, when TA gets blink, how does Fnatic kill her or him? I feel like if you have that player that can apply a ton of pressure around the map, and a hero like Enchantress, once you get BKB on TA, you actually like 3-shot him. Like you almost kill him instantly. So it gives you a way to deal with Enchantress in the mid game. And like I think Enchantress is gonna have to rush 4-staff this game. Like first major item will be 4-staff because of the Skywrath Mage CM combo. And so you have to have some core that actually kills Enchantress once she 4-staffs away. And that provides that. So I just feel like overall OpTic's doing a good job of like addressing the problems. And like Visage is a hero that I think is only countered by slowing down his laning stage. Like you just make sure he... I mean, we've seen games where the Visage is like jungling or something at level 4 because they have such a bad lane.
You just put him side lane now? I think you'd much rather him...
I think you have to.
Yeah. Thing is, he's one of the only, if not the only hero that has below base magic resistance. It's only 10%, instead of the usual, 25, I want to say. So when you lane against Skywrath specifically, you can kind of just get spammed out. It's quite rough, but if you're laning with an Undying, chances are you'll be fine.
I've seen MV play pubs where he's Visage, and I don't know how he does it. He somehow pulls off, like, he doesn't win the lane because that's not what Visage does, but he doesn't, like, get so obliterated that he can't play the game. He'll be against, like, these Necro dual lanes, and I personally look at it, and I can't imagine how to lane Visage against, like, a CM or, like, a Necro Sky. But once again, we mentioned, like, this the Necro might just be...
Oh, yeah, that's why he's the professional player.
Exactly.
Okay, they sure that's going to be Necro easy lane? I doubt. I think Necro is going to go offlane.
I think it could be either. I just feel like there's very few carries that actually deal with Enchantress dual lanes. So the other option is Weaver. I think Weaver looks really good too for them if they want to do that route.
Yeah. I feel like you're missing a disable here. You might not need one because if you're OpTic, I think you can just kind of take this laning stage advantage, pick another core with a lot of wave shove, and then just essentially utilize that CM aura, just kill waves over and over, and eventually just pull far ahead of Fnatic's draft through raw map control and creep clear.
I think their heroes kind of like naturally build catch as the game goes on.
Yeah. Like if they don't need it. I think they just need to ensure that they can win the laning phase and slow down Fnatic's tempo until they're able to just really just shove waves. Because if you look at Fnatic's draft, that's the big weakness of Ench, of Visage, is these heroes do not clear creep waves. And again, it's just spells, just so good in this patch right now. Anyone that can just use their mana pool from the very start of the game to first harass enemies and then to clear creep waves.
What about Pangolier? We've seen Pangolier against Visage and Enchantress as well. Oh, Bruce.
Like, I like that pick a lot. Super good against Undying and Visage, a natural Crimson Guard buyer, which is incredible in this game. It's what they needed, I'd say. That's like the perfect
That was
pick.
actually why Pango came to mind for me.
Yeah.
Was the Crimson
Of
Guard
course it
purchase.
is. Of course
No,
it is.
okay. You know what? No, I thought they'd like you said I thought they'd do like a team fight initiation route, just something to disrupt like all the crap that Fnatic has with the zombies as well as the birds. But
That looks so bad for Fnatic.
Yeah.
They're
Oh,
just
what
gonna
did
get
they pick?
spammed.
Yeah, how do you
for
save
this?
it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because what's this last hero is going to be what Envy's hero?
I think it's an Envy Visage safe lane.
You think Envy?
Yeah,
not
I'm
Arbed's
pretty
going to.
I've been seeing him on his stream playing it all
Yeah.
the time.
Okay.
So
Is it-
I feel like he is.
What's easier, fixing Fnatic's draft with this last pick or fixing Navi?
I think, to be honest, fixing Fnatic's draft easier. Like
Oh,
you can do it in 18 seconds. You can't fix Navi in 18 months, but that's that's a problem.
Jeez.
They're trying.
Damn.
They're trying.
That's
Cold.
too savage for this early in the
Yeah,
morning.
yeah, yeah.
8 seconds. I got no clue. I think if you're looking at the counter picks, there isn't anything that really stands out. A Meepo.
Oh. Now
Okay.
is
Alright.
it a good
Woo!
Meepo?
That's a way to start a tournament.
Is it a good Meepo game?
It's a pretty good Meepo game. You kill the Necrophos is the thing. And I would say any game that isn't a terrible Meepo game, when you have the Abed Meepo, man, I like it. What a way to start the day. And that gives Fnatic what they were lacking, which is this
so
hero
they
that
just
abuses
saved their
map
draft
control.
there.
Yeah.
They did it.
Because Fnatic was going to be forced to just sort of just try and barrel down a lane as 4 or 5, but they'd lose pressure in the other lanes, and you're not really able to shove into a CM Bristle or CM Necro. But Meepo gives the ability to play as 4. Meepo eats the entire map, and then eventually wins you the game, can hold the Aegis. They didn't have anything that could do that until that pick, and it's a Meepo.
We talked about not being able to kill a Blink TA, but Meepo just goes like Blink Sheep
Yeah.
usually. He just buys a Sheep Stick like first or second major item, and then suddenly you have no problems with like. He can also build Silver Edge too.
And it changes the
Yeah.
way you wanted to play the game because OpTic would have been content. We're just going to sit in our lanes. We're going to shove them. We're going to keep our towers alive and eventually outpace, outscale the
But now
opponent.
you're on a
does
you're
look
on a
good.
timer now.
Yeah, because
The
Meepo,
Meepo looks very good.
you're really susceptible as Meepo. You need to be able to take map control and pressure him in jungle from like that 4 to 8 minute mark. Because what he does, he gets that second Meepo, gets a couple of Wraith bands, and just farms lane plus wood. And when he hits this blink timing, all of a sudden there's 3 Meepos, there's 4 Meepos. All of us, your whole map is dead. Your supports feed immediately in a few poofs, and it's trouble time.
That's a great save of a draft, and I hope the game going to be fun. Should be fun.
It should be. I mean, we're already, I think, for people that sort of maybe watched the previous lands and then sort of taken a break for Dota, like, there's not really been too much going on their streams. Coming back to this, it's something different already. We're seeing these heroes being picked up in the first few phases that we just haven't at previous LAN tournaments like the Necrophos and such. And we're getting an Arbed Meepo, which is always a delight to see. And we're just about to get in there. We are going to have a short pause that looks to be on the screen at the moment, but hopefully the player's going to be able to sort it out. And I've got to ask, going into this, would you side with the Arbed Meepo? You think the Fnatic should be able to take this game, or do you think OpTic will be able to play around that?
No, I still think that's going to be super hard for Fnatic. That's going to be fun. That's going to be a lot more closer than I thought before the last pick, but it should be good for OpTic if they will outlane Abed and Pylai Die the first like 5-7 minutes. Should be good.
So, like what you mentioned at the start of the game, Kyle, was that you're not as much concerned about winning lanes as much as just not losing them. And I think the only lane I'm looking at this game that could just get obliterated is the Visage lane. It does have an Undying to help like alleviate some of the pressure, but I feel like a lot of this game will actually be decided from the safe lane of Fnatic because I feel like the other 2 lanes will kind of just happen. Like the TA Meepo, like Meepo's going to get level 3 and then do his jungle thing, and TA is then just going to hit creeps until Deso blink. Or maybe just Deso. But like if you look at this, it's like if like they have so much lane shove as you mentioned on OpTic. So like if they pull ahead at all, the lanes are just going to be at Fnatic's towers the entire game until Meepo hits like his 1 or 2 items.
Yep.
And if the safe lane becomes like that liability lane, I think it could bleed into the Meepo's farm, and then I kind of just think they lose if that happens. So I think that for me, whenever I look at a game like this, I just hope as long as Visage has an okay game, I think Meepo's game will be good. And if Meepo's game is good, I think they win.
What's harder for Visage, Bristleback or Necro on his lane? 'Cause I think that's gonna be Pika though.
He's low armor and low magic resist, so I feel like they're equal. Like I feel like they could be. I feel like they'll do the Bristle against the Inch though. Now that I think about it, that seems like a pretty good matchup.
I don't know if I want to play Bristle into Ench Wind Ranger though.
I kind of hope to
Especially
see it
with
because
the
I don't know
CM,
how
I
it
think-
would go.
I think you just get clicked. You end up having to buy way too much regen. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe you can turn it around, but as you said, the change to the Nature's Attendance on Ench means he's just going to be able to trade more effectively.
Yeah.
And I don't think... if they don't have the ability to abuse pulls down bottom, I think they just lose that lane. I think both safe lanes lose this game. Mid matchup's more important to me because I'm fairly certain a TA can dumpster a Meepo if you side blade and outplay.
Sure.
It's a matchup TA can dominate. Meepo is really just trying to trade. And if TA hits, especially because Meepo might like leave lane level 3, level 4, something like that, TA can get level 6 by 4 minutes, and then all of a sudden there's traps everywhere. So I think CCNC could theoretically win this game all by himself. And as the #1 MMR player in America, I think that's quite likely. Also at this summit, more like a summer camp, something Quinn spent a lot of time at in his youth.
Yes, he definitely looks like the kind of guy that went to summer camp every summer. Thoughts, Owen?
I mean, that's a NA thing. We don't really do summer camps in the UK.
Okay.
What do you do in the summer?
You don't have summers in UK.
Well, we
do.
do, but I don't know. It would be the thing you don't want to go on,
Why?
I don't know, because
The-
you have to go outside and be sociable.
There is Vagamama summer camp. You just go to summer camp and play Dota.
That's true.
That's fun.
That's in Sweden, though.
Are you
They,
trying
they
to
also
say
don't
something?
have summer.
It all sounds the same to me.
Oh, you think you win one World Cup match and all of a sudden your country's better? Is that how it works?
Well, I'm just saying, his camp is in Sweden, not the UK.
Geez.
What?
You want to bring it home or something?
Well, but is it a lot? I feel like do not a lot of UK people go to Sweden for the WOG camp?
I have no. I mean, I didn't. I don't
Okay,
know.
fair
Did
enough.
they?
Okay.
What do
I don't know where they came. I don't know. Went to Wagon Summer Camp.
Okay,
I'm
let's
sure
focus on the game,
Lots
Owen.
of lovely
What do
people
you
did.
know, Owen?
Why are you here again? No.
Man, he's doing the play-by-play. Just have
Oh
that
yeah.
be
Yeah.
known.
There haven't been plays yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. I haven't. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. You're right. You're right.
There we go. So Fnatic, OpTic, as you said, for you guys, you feel that the side lanes are kind of predictable. The mid lane, it's going to be down to the play and see how well Arbeg can deal with the 1v1 against CCNC's T8. We'll see how this one goes down. Of course, 2-game series between these two teams. Game 1. All right, now with some very, very exciting heroes.
Yeah, so it's Bristleback easy lane, right? Yeah, it's easy lane. Okay.
I think their plan is just shove the lane into the Enchantress's tower. It prevents her from being aggressive early just by having virtue of you having a lot more creeps than her, but it still gets bad as she gets like level 3.
Do you do extra large minimap? Is that a thing?
Yeah.
Extra large mini? Oh no.
Of course,
no.
everybody uses that.
Come back.
What?
No, we didn't know. We don't have it.
We don't have it.
We don't have it.
They didn't change the settings.
Can't see.
Come on. Can we get the minimap extra large? It's America, boys. Let's go. Super size.
Yeah. Totally unrelated, but In and Out is overrated. That's all. Thanks.
Really?
Really. It's just fast food.
We're gonna have to
guys.
talk about this
It's
later.
a little
It's
greasier,
discussion,
but it's still just fast food.
There you see the Nature's Attendance level 1.
Look at it go. Now the question.
This is what I mean. How do you trade here?
Wow.
Look at how much damage.
Oh, this is
Is he
Uni
dead?
versus PPD.
This has
is
been
a
my life
classic.
for the
Look
last
at
2
this.
weeks, by the way.
Got him.
Uni.
Yeah.
Get him revenge.
What do you do?
Use you take
Yeah.
a Blightstone. I'm like, what carry do I pick against this? And you, like, yeah, you have this Bristleback who like can deal better later, but at level 1, Bristleback ain't gonna help us support at all.
See how Arbed is able to do it. Of course, playing in honor of the newly released announcer pack.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think this top lane from OpTic is just going to get crushed. I don't actually know how you can test Ench and Undying. They put the Wind Ranger bottom with the Visage, which I like. I feel like the Undying can just get pressured out against a Skywrath Necro. Like, they just spam Q on him. Up top, he's very effective, and it's a more offensive lane, which is where I think you want the Undying. You don't want him playing in this defensive babysitter role. It's real awkward.
Also, putting him against the Strength Core is
Yeah.
something to consider as well.
I mean, look at the harasser that Pykat's getting. Totally out of mana. After trying to use the quills to get a bit of farm from this lane, but he's suffering. 1 CS at the moment.
And Abbott managed to do the lane by himself without any help, without Twilight Eye, so that's good. That's pretty good start for Fnatic.
He's got a good amount of CS from the first few waves. 6-1 against the 6 for 3.
That's happened. That's happened. I want to see Meepo more, and I want to hear Meepo announcer. It was released, right?
It was,
Yeah.
yes. I've not tried it yet. I'm sure it's good because Gaben released it. God bless. It's bottom lane. DJ heavy with the harassment onto Zai. Last few touches in. CS down here at the moment. Envy managed to get 5 CS out of this bottom lane. 33. 5 as well, so pretty much even trading on this bottom lane. Certainly seem to be the closer of the lanes. The top one still very much a painful affair for OpTic, as still just one last hit at the moment on Pycat's Bristle.
Yep. I don't think that lane gets any better, especially after getting first blooded up top. Like, there's no hope anymore.
Zai?
It's been pretty common. Instead of dying in neutrals, you just die to the tower because it gives no XP. So like it's like the new Skyrim.
That's a decent amount of money again.
No, it doesn't.
It gives like 25 gold to each hero.
Yeah, think
It
about.
said 126 each.
Yeah.
It's weird like that. It's
Well, is that lying?
it's total.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
fine.
Okay.
Think about how much value you get by just being bottom again, full health, full mana. Like by just denying 2 creeps of gold, all of a
Universe.
sudden it pays for itself.
Again,
Yeah.
on this top lane, PPD is not having a great time, and neither is Pycat. Pycat's getting a little bit of CS, but Uni just taking the kills.
Crystal Maiden's strong if she can keep her distance, like because she can just keep nuking you for 130. But if you're up in her face, she does not trade well.
And there's nothing you can do when Ench just grabs a creep, and now you're getting just dove by Ench, a creep, and undying. Like, it's just way too powerful.
That's a problem for CNC.
Oh, I bet
CNC.
it's
That's bad. Come on.
He's
Come
got
on,
us
bud.
neither with the Geostrike slow. Oh,
No. He lives. And he died. That's a problem. Oh, and it's going to be... No, that's not going to be Dead Zai.
Now, looks like they may have tried to get aggressive onto Zai, but indeed OpTic able to get themselves their first kill on the board.
It's doing so well, middle. I do not believe this matchup is supposed to be won by Meepo.
Yeah, we were talking about like Meepo being babysitted by Undying, and maybe that's going to work, but he's just soloing and he's actually winning the lane.
Yeah.
That's too bad for OpTic. But they always have Necro. They always have 3-3. This guy already started.
It'll be interesting to see how the game plays out. I haven't seen a Meepo game in so long. I don't know what the timings are. for
This
him.
game's gonna ramp up real quick. I
Yeah.
can just tell you that right now. Like once it gets blinked, the game completely changes. Because even if he doesn't always look for kills, you have to play differently. Like you have to play with at least 2 heroes together at all times. Like no one hero in the game can survive Meepo blink solo. So it just like it is like a race that we'll see. We'll know who the winner is by 10 minutes.
They're going to try to kill him.
So they
Okay,
go ahead.
Zai.
He's got both of the Meepos poofed in, so no real sort of escape for Arbed. Zai will chase him down.
One more.
One more
and
blast
one more.
should do it, and
Yeah.
indeed he's gone. The gank successful, Zai.
That's a
Kills
great
are really
move.
important.
For the big kill. That's where you have to kill Meepo. You take him down 2 or 3 times before 12 minutes, you're going to feel really good, but you don't want to give him this ability to just outpace you. Because he's going to have that 3rd Wraith Band. Usually I only see the 2, but he's going to be able to farm jungle faster than any hero in Dota.
If not, it got 4 bounties. Minute 5 is good.
Somehow Envy's barely losing this lane. I never really like Visage. He's actually maxing the Gravekeepers. This is a nice adjustment to the Skywrath mage. He doesn't usually do that.
I think you put 2 points in that by 3 in a lane like this. Any lane you're not... You have no kill potential against the Necro lane, so I like the choice.
No, I think it's good too. It's just it does alleviate like you talked about how he has the 10% base magic resist, so it helps him out a lot. But the fact that
And
yeah, this is when the pressure starts to become a problem though. Is right around like when Necro and Sky get 2 points in their nukes and
DJ there with that shackle. May have just saved Envy though.
Catapults
Holding
are here
33
too.
back. Zai is hunting. It will find DJ, but doesn't quite get out there. The magical burst is too much, and at the same time, top lane.
And this is this patch in a nutshell. Why I
get-
don't play safe lane anymore.
Yeah.
Pycat is having
Dude,
he's having a rough one. They're
like-
killing him.
That new cache that had 0 safe lane heroes. Because nobody wants
Valve
to play
understands.
Those
They know
anyway.
what they did.
Okay, Zai is trying to kill like everyone here.
Now they've got the tombstone down low, Pi, as they're looking to hold themselves underneath the tower. Zai trying to move in. He will turn with the soul assumption nuke. And Pi light eye with a slap will take him down. Zai just
This is a really
a
good
little too
rotation by
aggressive
Pi.
there. Yeah, Pi ready with the response.
And this is the thing, whenever you dominate a lane like this, like Ench is one of those heroes you can just leave alone now. You've gotten the kills, he's ahead, and now you can just sit up here. 17 denies. Even though the CS is even, I'm sure that Universe has a big XP advantage up here, and once he hits 6, Peter can't really even show his face. He'll get 3-shot.
Bristleback can't even show. Like, nobody, like, there's actually no hero on OpTic that can occupy Enchantress's lane, despite it being a first pick Enchantress.
Yep, and that's the thing with the Meepo gives you is now that's a problem. Because you need to deal with the Ench, and if you don't, like, you have to deal with Meepo as well. Like, there's threat on the map, and there's this ability for Fnatic to play around the advantage. If they don't have anything that can eat creep waves, then you can just sort of contain the Enchantress by planting someone up there. Keep your tower alive, force Fnatic to rotate 3 or 4 if they want to take the tower. But now it's really just a Meepo, and all of a sudden, towers fall.
And Envisage is also an incredibly strong recovery hero, so if they can draw attention away from him, he'll also be a very impactful hero.
Ahead of TA, he doesn't have to recover.
I'm saying, like, I mean, I'm basically saying he doesn't have to, but he's a hero that, with only level 6, will have high impact on the map. And he's almost got a Helm of the Dominator also, we saw that. And, like, suddenly this lane pressure we talked about in OpTic's draft kind of like, what their draft revolved around doesn't seem that scary anymore.
You saw them place a sentry middle. Very important if anyone's watching. If you're playing a pub and your mid player's against a TA, please get him a sentry around this 4-minute mark. Incredibly important.
Traps do like half your health.
Yeah, you really can't play mid without a sentry anymore. The traps will kill you. You used to get a sentry even though they did no damage. Now it's like 200 plus. Like, you really have to get rid of them or the lane's unplayable.
Okay, nobody doing stacks in the woods. Envy.
Well, that Reaper's ready.
He will. Come on, Jackie, come on.
See the vision with the Ancient Seal. They want to bring him down
And
low
the Reaper.
enough. And he's waiting.
He's saving the Reaper.
He's saving it.
Yeah.
Indeed. He just goes for
Escape.
the right click down Zai. Let's start to get going on by DJ. Pi drops the Tombstone towards 33. He's going to be fine with the Ghost Form. Turns back towards the Tombstone.
And a Reaper right now.
And
Yeah,
there we have
that's
it.
good.
That was smart calculations there for 33. Arbed has now turned up to the fight, though. He'll take down one. 33 goes for the TP out.
Still good
Dead.
for OpTic.
He's dead.
Oh! Triple
That
kill.
that
3-3.
was so well played by 3-3.
It
As
really
you
was.
said, saves the Reaper, which gives him the kill on Undying, and then his positioning gets him the kill on Wind Ranger, and immediately he TP's out when Meepo probably would have been able to take him down. And this is the thing about Bristle versus Ench, though, where, yeah, Ench is crushing, but the Bristle is still sort of able to occupy this space, and at least he's not just hitting this tower for free, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what do you buy on Necro? Was such a great start of a game.
Yeah, he sort of talks about the flexibility of his item builds. What do you reckon?
Veil, yeah, Veil
It's
first.
Veil,
for
yeah.
sure.
Usually
Super
Veil's
good
like
here.
the ideal item, yeah. Like, I don't feel like I need anything else, or like nothing else changes the way I play. Like, I don't think Blade Mail or Yule's particularly stand out. Those
I
are
don't
like
know.
other items you consider.
You have
I
Skyros
think,
Mage.
I think he
Whale.
gets the pipe.
Oh my, that's a problem for Envy.
Look
Oh,
at
that's...
Damage just with that
Yeah,
amount
that's
of
too much.
amplification. It's bringing him low. He does get a bit of a heal from Pylite Die, but it's surely not going to be enough, and it isn't. Taken down again.
And if he can get level 10 on Necro, like once he gets level 10, the hero's completely different because it's the 40 damage talent. So he suddenly becomes he actually does damage to your towers as well.
Yep. And that was the Veil damage net, by the way, that actually sets them up with that kill.
Yeah.
They had like a 20 damage buffer, or they miss it.
So,
It's problems for Pycat.
Saving Shackles, so never mind.
What about TPL? Nope. Too late.
The pre-heal. Yep.
too much damage from this edge. Bottom lane, Pi does get going on, 33.
That's a Veil of Discord.
Both
Doing a
teams just crushing their off lane and
They are.
doing what they need to do.
It's going to be 33 versus Universe this game.
Safe lane just sucks. I want to reiterate.
I'm telling you, I can't
Everyone's
win.
an off laner this
I-
patch.
We should stop calling it safe lane.
It's, yeah, it really
It's
is.
the
false
top or
bottom
bottom
lane.
lane. Yeah.
fake news, you know.
It's the lane that's on our side of the river, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, I think if you go Bristle Crimson, you get a pipe on Necro now.
DJ, okay.
How do you deal with Enchantress?
Oh! I don't know.
How do you deal with Necro? It's like a race. Who can feed faster on the weak enemies?
Which hero is going to get the more frogs in chat? That's
I'm
the
going to tell
question.
you a serious thing. This is what I was hoping to find out this tournament. How am I supposed to deal with this crap? Clearly, they don't know yet either. So, you know, maybe we'll know in a month by the time they're about to patch it.
If I can see Zai. Shakel. Zai.
I knew he was
Zai's
hiding.
trap. Yeah.
Got him.
I mean,
Full pipe.
top two net worth, Universe and 33. They're the boys up there.
And still 1k advantage from Meepa compared to TA. That's too much. Now the sweeper bottom. What?
It looks like he was using
the
it
point?
trying to
Yeah,
potentially save himself, keep the distance, and it may have just done it actually. holding back Envy long enough to make sure that Envy can't get in range for the slow. He's
Oh,
trying
no,
with
no,
the
no, no,
Dukes.
he made a bad move.
Way. This is a huge kill if he
Yeah.
I mean, this is massive.
That's a mega kill. It's like that, yeah.
Wow.
Unstoppable.
600 gold.
Nicely played there from Envy as 33. Just coming out a little too far on his own on that bottom lane. Didn't have any sort of backup with him at the time.
Yeah, this is where Visage comes ahead. Once you get that HOD, all of a sudden Necro Sky have a real hard time playing against you. And even TA to an extent. You don't have that Blinker Deso right now. You catch a Grave Chill with birds and a creep on you, you actually just feed. And Fnatic's draft, I think, might just start taking complete control of this game.
Oh, Envy!
Nice. Good job.
I like the fact that they rotated Bristle, but at the same time, like, where does Necro go now?
Universe continuing to
poor old
killing
Peter.
Peter. Yeah, come on.
Oh.
Yeah, nice, nice. Come on, come on, come
Oh.
on. More damage.
He's got it, Universe. Another
I don't think
kill.
Necro can be here. You can purge the Ghost.
Oh,
Shroud.
nice
I mean,
Shaco.
they can.
They can kill him. Come on.
Oh, I guess he doesn't have enough cooldown.
He's looking
Twilight
at the
Eye
pipe.
trying to
Pipe.
Now vision. Yeah.
In the meantime, a bed killed Zai. And this is where Meepo gets real scary. Look at him. All of a sudden, he's going to be ahead of the
Oh,
edge.
they're fine 33 at the end of the
That's
day.
why I was like, okay, I like the Bristle versus Visage change, but
Yeah.
where do you put this Necro now? I don't feel like Necro has any other lane he can play than bottom, and then now that you said that Visage has the Helm of the Dominator, Necro is a hero that's
Yeah.
only way of playing Dota is walking down lanes.
Yep.
And if he can't do that, I don't actually know
I
what
think
he's supposed to
Fnatic's
do.
draft's just they're gonna do way too much damage. You have 3 Wraith bands. You go in the E-Blade build on Meepo, so he's not even playing for like these solo pickoffs. He's just gonna farm,
Yeah.
shove lanes, and kill towers. And as soon as you get E-Blade, Roche becomes so simple. The E-Blade poof combo is an immediate kill on any hero from OpTic, except for maybe the Bristle, but even then, if you catch him in the front, he's dead for
It's
sure.
worth 120 agility effectively at this point in the game for him to buy that ETH play. That's like, it's pretty insane.
I mean, how does CCC play this game now? Because he's not being able to sort of keep up with obviously the Ench and the Meepo. How do you sort of play this game as a TA?
The game's over, honestly. You can't catch up. You can't do anything from this position as TA. You want to be able to farm the map aggressively into a quick Roche, especially when you go this Deso first build. Like he's going to be forced to just farm catch up for the next 5 to 10 minutes, and in that time, Fnatic's going to take utter map control.
Don't they
utter
like
map
have to
dominance,
make
rather.
a smoke play with this Deso, get a kill and take Roche? Is
Yeah,
that
but
not, I think that's the
how?
only. I'm not saying they should be able
What's-
to. I'm saying like I feel like if they don't do that, they like.
I'm going to
it's
try and do
gonna
something
be
here with the Reapers. They found Uni. He does manage to get himself though out of the Mystic Flare. He's got the heal as well. 3 heroes trying to go on
He
him.
needs stuns.
He's got the backup of DJ.
he's
There's
a
the
G.
Reapers holding him down. It's
Oh my
not enough
God,
to finish
this
him,
hero
though.
is a
Universe
joke.
continues to move up. Finally
got him.
falls.
Once he gets 4-staff, that's not
Yeah.
going to work anymore.
But
And
look mid.
so I like that he went hood first, but like he is going to get the 4-staff
Yep.
after. Really good itemization.
On lane same time. Pie Cat. Going on here by Pie and Envy.
Yeah, no one can
Tombstone
save
dropped.
him, yeah.
Pie gets to the front. Gives him the clap there with the Soul Rip. He's got some backup though as
Okay.
Pie will
Who
fall.
needs saving?
Don't dive the Bristleback. Go run at the TA. Meepo's here, though. I just don't know if you ever want to run into the Bristle, but Zai's fine. You can run into him.
Zai is not playing the best game of his life.
Trying to say.
I mean,
He's not playing very well, is what
yeah,
he's trying to say.
yeah.
Man, this is the
That's
it's
what
such
I'm
a
trying
grim,
to say. It's like,
such a grim Skywrath game.
It is. I mean, he's just against like cores that, wow. Once they can deal, like once the Inches gets 4-staff, now that Visage has like his core levels and items, and now yeah, this Meepo. What does Skywrath actually do in this game?
or 75 odds for OpTic.
Is that bad?
It's good. It's
What?
like I mean
I think it's the opposite.
I don't think OpTic are actually in such a bad position to have odds like 5 for a victory in this map.
I don't know, man. I think they lose 9 out of 10 games from this position.
So you would bet for OpTic then, or against? You'd bet against OpTic if you were betting.
I would never bet.
Oh yeah, okay.
Why?
I
But
said
if
this
I
is
were-
hypothetical. Okay, yeah.
Then I would probably say Fnatic wins.
Okay. But so at 5-1 odds, you'd still take Fnatic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is like, how do you stop this? They walk into the pit.
It actually
This
dies so
is-
fast.
Yeah, this is the E-Blade Wraith Band spam advantage where you just
They're gonna try. They're gonna
do
try
so much
something.
damage. They can't.
Okay,
do
just
it.
jump
can't-
it. Just jump
It's not
it.
gonna
They
work.
can't do
You
something
can't
around
do
this.
this. They're
There's
gonna
the
drop
Oh, the
back to the
Shaco! They both dead.
Oh no!
We need some geometry on that
Don't do it.
shackle angle.
Please don't do it.
They lose 1, they lose 2, they
They
lose
lose
3.
three, they lose 4.
Arbed just moving in, chasing down Zai. Zai's trying with the Dukes, but he cannot hide from Arbed. Triple kill for him as OpTic Gaming
That's,
There was no way that was gonna work.
I think they just went to the pit and they're like, "Are we doing this, guy?" Nah. we're
Fnatic
not
knew
doing
that
this.
that was the only way OpTic could win the game, so they just forced the Roche like right when he got
Yeah.
E-Blade.
And look at the itemization. You've got the Medallion HOD. Universe just has Hood treads, but he's so far ahead he can go this Hood first into a 4-staff. He doesn't actually need to do more damage because he's level 12, so far ahead of the game, and then Abed Meepo. And it's GG. You can't walk into a pit against Undying Visage Meepo.
Yeah.
It's just not possible. And the issue with the OpTic draft, as we said though, their whole lineup needs to walk at you. And if you're not powerful enough to do so, you get overrun. As anybody who's seen a movie in the Resident Evil franchise would
yeah, when you have a walkie
Movies.
lineup, it's either really
We don't talk
effective or
about
not
movies.
effective at all.
Don't talk about
I chose
the
to
movies.
ignore his analogy.
There never was any movies. Oh.
What? You don't like them? They were like 7. America liked them.
Come on.
America.
The first Resident Evil was good.
Yeah.
Why not?
Was it?
It was
I
good.
think a few of them were good.
Okay.
They got a little far-fetched as it went on, but
Yeah. Dude, it really broke my sense of realism.
yeah.
You know, once the zombies started learning to fly.
Yeah.
Before that,
Wait,
So
the
zombies are real,
flew
but
in
when they
one?
fly, they're not,
Look,
right?
there's the thing
Do you
about
mean fly as in they grew wings or they learned to drive planes? Or what?
both.
Both?
Yeah, it gets wild, but
Do they
let's be
win?
real. The state of Texas is why I'm sure.
What's that got to do with flying zombies?
Well, we're going. Like, that's why we never really have a zombie invasion. There's like 7 guns per
Come on,
person in
CCNC.
Texas.
Oh!
You tell them there's a zombie invasion, they're loading up the pickup trucks like they're on the way.
Yeah, it'll be taken care of before it starts.
Yeah. Now, regarding this game,
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you're looking at this, as any of the teams here, you're looking at Fnatic. Are you saying we can't let Universe play the entry, we can't let Arbet play the Meepo? Is there anything that you're looking at this draft? Say we've got to be really aware of this.
it was really just a great draft. The concept from Fnatic was excellent. I think the last pick, Meepo, is the perfect hero.
Yeah.
Nothing else really fits it as nicely. But in theory, if Fnatic's draft is allowed to get to this point and that mid hero can take over the map, you're just gonna win the game. But it was just a well draft. But 10th pick Meepo, like that's the clincher.
Sure.
DJ's win range was on point as well.
Yeah, he had
This whole
some
game.
very nice movements.
Oh.
I got him once.
Hello, Sages. That's good.
Step 1 of 20. I feel like when I saw their draft at first, I didn't really like it, but the last pick Meepo, like you kind of said, it brought it all together, and it kind of filled all the gaps in their draft as well. So it's just one of those spots where you have these two very snowball-y lane pressure lineups, and when one of them pulls ahead, the other one just has a really hard time playing. But they're-
Twilight Eye.
Oh,
That's
high
gonna be a
ground
good
too.
fight.
Twilight
Twilight Eye is
a
can't-
First him, he's gonna leave.
He is going to live in a turn. Look at Pycat just get melted by these impetus.
Yep, they
He's
can't
got to
fight
back
here.
off.
it's Impetai.
Impetus.
Yeah.
Is it?
No.
They're gonna continue to run. Okay, Envy has a
So
problem.
Impetus.
That's a Reaper.
Okay, they get 2 of
Nice,
them.
nice.
Yeah, Meepo's just not in this fight yet. Oh, but that's why. He's
Oh yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's okay, free.
Yeah, no ult
no.
though. This is
See
the
ya.
one issue with OpTic's draft. Very slow and no stuns. So once the Reaper Scythe is down, they only have CM to actually interrupt anything.
These shackles, though.
Zai, come on! Now Zai's dead.
Oh, the
That's a
TP.
great first step.
No stuns!
Ooh! They almost got PPD in position. Somebody 4-step. I don't think that's his.
This is, I gotta say, remember,
Yeah,
rule-
Necro 4-step.
my drafting notebook, you know, it's got 3 rules. Number 1 is pick stuns. Number 2 is don't not pick stuns.
What's number 3?
I think it was don't let Arbet play Meepo, but he forgot about that, in the past.
Yeah, that's why I did, that's his.
He forgot about it,
his
too.
thing.
That was
Hey,
written bad.
we beat it the last time we played it.
Oh,
You know, let it be known. No no Meepo beats Team Kyle 6 times in a row.
6 times in a row.
We actually had to do some serious theory, like not theory crafting, but we had like this Zach Wyvern with a last pick Drow strat. That was how we beat it. We had to pick 5 Meepo counters and a Drow. That was the answer.
Is any other team of this tournament plays Meepo?
Yeah, Pain.
Play game? Yeah, Vihan, yeah, of course. Peter is dead.
It's funny how the game has changed where, you know, a few TIs back, you never saw these cheese heroes. Like maybe one team would pick it up and they wouldn't be so good. But you go to this TI, the Broods, the Meatbows, the Huskars, people aren't going to just be ready for it. They're going to be willing to play it. Shh.
What? Wait, Mish.
Don't
We need
let
more
any-
techies. Come on.
No.
30. We have
Please,
30
no.
games. in
I'm
group
leaving
stage.
the couch if there's
Why?
a Techies game. Like, I'm out.
That's a great hero.
I'm out.
Are you out? Okay.
I'll give it 30 minutes. If it looks like I can't watch a base defense, I've played too many games.
Against stage, you mean?
Yeah, it's real brutal.
I still can't see options for OpTic Gaming to win this game.
Double
okay,
E-blade.
double E-blade. No.
He's got 170 agility.
All the agi.
The thing is, you're getting your map movement's just so slow on OpTic. You needed to be ahead to win this game, but now you're going to be forced to sit in base. And if ever you go chase a Visage somewhere, all of a sudden there's a Meepo in your base and he's raxing you. So I don't actually know how you win this game. It's TA. Like this hero is supposed to snowball. It's a lot like Quap. If you fall behind like this, you don't have a game anymore, no matter how much MMR you've got.
See what they can do with this smoke play.
It
With
just
the
feels like
last
all their
smoke, they
movements
were
are obvious, though.
Yeah, they were able to at least get some. We saw in the last smoke play around here. You know, they were able to get Envy, get Pi.
Another thing to
Got
note,
something out of it.
Fnatic also utilizing that Radiant advantage. Once you take that mid and top tower, it gives you this easy path to Roche, as we saw. And if you look at these two towers bottom mean absolutely nothing, they can still exercise complete map control. They lose their Undying, but it's the dead part of the map, so who really cares?
So they can sweep over and find one. They've got the trap, so they know the whereabouts of Envy. He's got that speed advantage. Does have Arbet by his side, so OpTic won't be able to chase him.
Like Envy's itemization, going full defensive, Solar Crest and Pipe. All he has to do is stay alive, help his team stay alive. Pipe's super effective in this sort of game. You're playing against Necro, CM, Sky. You just wait for next Aegis if you're Fnatic. Give it to the Meatbow and let him go to work.
You're in absolutely no rush. Like, obviously, Meepo's a hero that does eventually fall off, but he's a hero that, like, you've got at least 3 Aegises to end this game. But usually you'll probably do it in 2.
I like this Manta build as well. More split pushing power. You can poof to the illusions. Like I'm not talented enough to play Meepo like
Without a
level
Manta.
3 Meepo. You
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
Let alone this.
Yeah. There's a lot of hotkeys, a lot of buttons.
And you know, you can't just script those either. You've got to
Yeah.
actually press the buttons
You can.
yourself, as certain players learned in the qualifiers.
We're not gonna name anybody though.
It wasn't cheating or a macro in the game, of course. It was the mouse.
Yeah, of course, with the mouse. Of course, it's not cheating. It's fully legal.
So
But you can't do this right now. They
What?
fixed it. I mean, macroing a mouse or something like that. You can't.
well, no, you
Okay.
can still do it using. You can't do it like in Dota anymore, but you can like have. You can edit your mouse to like
Yeah,
press
okay, got
certain buttons or something like that.
But we strongly do not recommend you to do this.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, yeah. You get a big slap on the wrist. And a kick out of the tournament. Yeah.
And just a complete disqualification.
So, what does OpTic do to get back into this game?
I need they
BSJ?
need like
I
one
think it's
two
Roche.
big ups.
Their only plays Roche, so they need to get a kill and come back
Oh,
control
Envy.
Roche.
Oh, Shrine. That's
look
a bad
at
idea.
that.
Come
Resistance
on!
not enough. He's gone.
And the
Okay.
rush. And the rush.
There's no magic resistance that's going to save him from that.
They
He's
have
gone
to
for
get the
75.
Roche.
Okay, he has no buyback, so that's a chance for OpTic Gaming.
I mean, if they can deny the second Roche to Meepo and then somehow get like a crucial kill on Meepo, that's their way back in this game. But they're fighting a Meepo Dirge lineup. But even though there's no Visage, they still have a ridiculously strong fight around the pit.
Their Roche is so tough, though. And,
Yeah.
you can't kill the Enchantress is the problem. Once again, they have one stun. So, how do you land a kill on Ench? He has a pipe as well. They'll have 2 pipes. I like that. Unlike Mech, they stack.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure you don't overlap the barrier usage. Very good in a game like this to have 2 pipes.
Seems like Fnatic is gonna fight without Visish
Scout it out. They have such good pit control.
on the Shakeall.
And then the Crimson Guard does
High
come out in
ground tomb.
response.
It's okay, it's okay. Zai is doing the great job with Universe.
Yeah, just trying to keep
Oh,
Uni out of the fight.
this is great positioning from Universe. They're just delaying the Roche till their
They see
Visage is
Visage,
alive. Yeah. Force a split fight. Look at that shackle.
He's able to get good damage in
looks
from
bad.
the side. They do jump forward with the magic burst, but Uni forces himself down to the river. He's fine.
And Envy, 2 seconds, and he's alive.
That really well played by Uni there. Pre-healing himself just before the silence comes out. Just forcing the enemy to try and use spells on him. Just buys time, and now Meepo goes straight into the pit. And if you're OpTic, you can't contest for reasons we've discussed pretty much this
There is
entire
no
game.
Tombstone.
They have to try, but I don't think there's no.
I feel like we've
That's
seen
right.
this story before. though.
Yeah, rinse and repeat.
Oh, Arbed's found him there with the E-Blade opener into the shackle from DJ. PPD. He's caught out. Now
Now that's-
Fnatic can go to push again, this time with the Aegis hand. Jeez.
And that's the one stun once again for OpTic. So now Force Staff on Uni means pretty much everyone on the team is invulnerable. Oh, you wait for Tomb. You can go collect these free towers down bottom. Looks like that'll be their play. Meepo in the meantime shoving out top lane, mid lane already pushed.
So something I've tried to explain, and I'm sure you were kind of mentioning it earlier, Kyle, is these 2 towers bottom don't mean anything because they don't help you get Roche at all.
Yeah.
But Roche helps you get them. So when you're thinking about your order of objectives, if you're raiding, you almost always go Roche before these 2 towers. I know this is their second Roche, but they tried to go high ground with the first one. And now you just get 2 free towers because you have an Aegis and the other team doesn't want to defend at their own tier 2 bottom.
They're essentially just free gold down here.
Yeah.
And remember, they did kill the tier 3 mid on Fnatic as well, so they could probably just use this Aegis to kill out the shrines. You get 1,200 team gold from all these objectives. You buy the finishing items, and you just go high ground mid.
And you use like the last minute or 2 of the Aegis to go high. Like,
Yep.
that's also one thing people don't seem to understand is that you have 3 or 4 minutes to gain this net worth advantage while you have the Aegis. And so what they'll do with heroes like Meepo usually, except for the fact that they are 20k ahead, they might just walk up. But a lot of times you'll see these teams, they'll just wait because you get that extra 2 minutes of where you're getting an extra 2,000 gold per minute on them. Then you have that extra item that can make it so you're that much more likely to end the game. And they also have a double damage rune. Not quite as good as it used to be on Meepo, but...
Yep. They're killing the bot shrine. Looks like actually it's dead already. Can't see.
Yeah, it looks like they've taken every outer tier tower,
Yep.
so they can either just
Hang
walk
out.
up high ground or they can just keep all the lanes in while just massively outfarming them.
I think you want to threaten here. You have the double E-Blade, Manta, everything you could possibly want on a Meepo to go with the Aegis. You just go high ground.
Is there any item they're waiting for, you think? I can't think of anything.
I like that they bought so many Force Staffs, though. This is a great counter to the OpTic lineup where they have so many slows and just, again, no stuns. So you just force away, prevent the Reapers, prevent the TA immediate burst damage. You just have to survive for that 2-3 seconds, and you're not going to die anymore.
The peel is very valuable, as you'd say.
So he's going for the 3rd E-Blade, and I think after that they're gonna go finish.
Third E-Blade.
Why not?
I think he needs 4.
4?
Yeah. I think he should purposely lose the Aegis and get that 4th one.
Wouldn't mind.
I'm kind of interested. Like, it is interesting. We've seen a lot less. Like, I kind of thought he'd go like the sheep stick, but I guess it doesn't matter if you're killing anybody if they're just not allowed to farm.
So
There is a BKB on CCNC, so not killing him so
I'll be
easily.
honest, I did forget there was a TA in the game.
Yeah.
As we said, he just can't do anything.
When she's not ahead, she's not an impactful hero.
You just catch up, but because you're TA, you're catching up the entire game. You need to be an item ahead on this hero, and when you're not, it just feels real sad.
You want to be like casually farming while playing around like a +1 and getting kills while doing so, but like if you can't kill anybody with just 2 heroes, then suddenly that's not like you're not able to play that way anymore.
They're gonna have the Ags on Enchantress. His damage output becomes pretty much maxed. Meepo's still mid. You can look at where all the Meepos are. He's just farming out his entire jungle along with allowing his team map control in this enemy part of the map.
Yeah, so Yunor is bringing 2 siege creeps in mid lane. And I think they're gonna try to go
Looks like
high
the
ground
30
right now.
blade is the timing. They might not even wait that long.
Yeah, that's too much time.
Maybe just the siege creep was their timing, actually. That might very well be what their timing was.
Go Arbed. DJ trying to go in onto Pycat. It's fairly durable though. At
Not
this
so
stage.
easy.
They got the
There is
Crimson
mid
though.
lane also dying. 2 lanes.
And he keeping the pressure up on both. Pycat trying to take down the tombstone, but he's just being held in place here by the roots. Arbed's going to jump in. Looking towards 33.
my
Bursting
God.
quickly with the E-Blade. That's the Necrophosk on. Zai, he's got
That's
the
brutal.
Glimmer Cape. Will be able to keep himself alive a little bit. Looks to juke out through the trees. He will get back. Buyback there from 33 as they look to move back towards Arbed, but Arbed continues to throw out the nets. Pycat will fall. He'll buy back as well. As OpTic fortify. Arbed getting a little low. Does still have the Aegis, of course.
The Force.
He's very tanky at this moment. So he'll get back. They're able to stand safely and take the racks, and now he's ready to go back in. Jumps forward, bursts down PPD. PPD instantly with the buyback. He surrounds Pycat. Pycat getting forced back to safety. He'll be fine for now. Arbed turns his attention towards PPD.
Aegis down.
Goes for the ultimate. Brings Arbed down a little bit. Can they find the kill? No. The soul repeal will be down the mid post. Arbed continuing to move in. He's got to be careful. The trap damage bringing him low. DJ turns with the shackle. Will be able to hold back CCNC,
yeah.
but Arbed finally falls. CCNC with a refraction and blink back to the fountain.
Flies back.
Will keep himself alive.
He's so good in controlling those meeples. It's like it's awesome to watch.
That's
Abed.
crazy. You think people got to start? You got to ban the Abed Meepo, guys.
Well, yeah, we
Yeah,
know
you
that
just
for the last
gotta
like
ban
5
it, you
years.
know?
Yeah.
Just getting pulled apart.
Boom.
Do at the Reapers. They did get Arbed.
Okay. It's
Arbed
3
is
minutes.
at
3 minutes.
Lead, 150 seconds.
Down mid, boys. Let's
Can
go.
we-
Buy a Vlad's, buy a Deso. Or actually, we already have one of those. Lightstone.
Nice.
I mean,
Nice.
they've
Yeah,
got
one
another.
more.
This is
One
right.
more.
See,
That's a
buybacks
good
are
plan.
there on the rest of Fnatic at the ready, and
We-
there is still a tier 1 and a tier 2 to go through on the mid lane.
I believe they have to win this game before Meepo's alive.
That's going to be
So I had
tough.
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
That
2
could be it.
2 minutes.
Is this the
that long
comeback?
enough?
Is
I mean,
it?
They only lost
They
5
need-
racks.
Surely they,
That's
It's
not
still
a
anyone's
big
game.
deal.
they need a little more than 2 minutes.
Abed's taking a book out of his captain, or taking a page out of his captain's book here. You know, just making it interesting. And
Okay, come on, CCNC. You can do it.
I mean, that tier 1's gonna reset glyph.
Oh,
That-
they
that
go,
is-
no, they're
Are they
going-
gonna not? Oh, they
Oh,
didn't use the
that's
glyph.
a mistake.
They
Oh.
offensive glyphed on their last push.
That's
Oh,
it.
Pay
Oh,
attention.
You're right. You're right.
Wow.
You're right. I was testing you. Glad to see you're actually watching.
90 seconds still. Can
90 seconds.
Can they-
90 seconds.
I think they can at least get a lane of
Dude,
racks here.
they can throw here.
Should Fnatic take the fight for middle?
No way.
Throne, huh?
They can throw.
Yeah. Okay. Well, he's got the demon edge towards
There's-
what's potentially I'm thinking is a rapier here.
Dude,
I know he's got
DJ.
MKB, but
DJ
that's a
saving
rapier.
this
He's
out.
just not letting us know until it actually happens. Protect the creep wave. Where's all? Okay, is all OpTic here? No, they're top. Oh my god.
Oh, no,
This
no,
is-
no, 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 no.
That's not playing to win, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, did you know MKB doesn't give you 100% accuracy anymore? Because I learned that the hard way the other day.
It's been like that for like a year now, Carl.
I know, but
What do you
He,
mean
ha-
the
he
hard
hasn't
way?
played any
Look.
heroes that ever had more than 4K net worth.
look,
so-
I was playing. I missed twice to lose the game. I missed twice. That was unbelievable.
Twilight is
Oh,
dead.
no.
Okay.
All right.
Zumba's
Okay.
dead.
PJ, come on. Pycat's falling pretty low. Envy, he's going in. He's chasing down this Bristol, but 33 they're behind. They do have
Has that
Reaper
killed him?
side.
Come on. He has no
Envy.
buyback. He has no
Reaper-
buyback.
Surely he's got buyback.
No,
No
he's
buyback.
no buyback.
What the hell are they doing?
I don't know. They're losing this game.
This is the Jackie Lamau factor.
That's crazy. And now all they need to do is kill Meepo again. And then they might be able to kill
That's
that tier 2.
MKB.
Okay, if they actually kill
I
Meepo
mean,
again,
they're-
this game could be over.
Sure, this
No, 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 no.
Fnatic can't throw this game.
Fnatic cannot.
No,
throw
that's
it.
not.
can't
That's not throwable.
Guys,
it's actually
they're
not
gonna
throwable.
push the lanes, have 2 waves of super creeps coming in, and then Meepo just blinks onto the range racks. They know there's no glyph, and they kill it, and that's the end.
I feel like that's the logical way for this game to end.
13. You can put $100 and you have 13.
Fnatic, you don't even make money anymore. You just like you just get it back. You're like,
Yeah.
ha, I told you so. Twin bragging rights. Oh my.
Oh,
Get me out, guys.
we need a room cam on this. What's going on?
Hey, it's a strategy pause. Obviously, I mean it's a complicated endgame scenario here.
Yeah, we got to make sure we don't botch it.
You ever watch like one of those epic chess games? You know, it comes down to the final combination of moves. That's what we've got here. It's bishop, pawn, king versus knight, pawn,
And they playing like Armageddon
Lost
chess,
me
right?
at chess.
1 second per move. Come on.
Dude, Blitz is a ton of fun to watch.
Yeah, it's fun.
We should play chess at the summit. Who do you think the best chess player would be?
I don't know.
Is it
The best
6D chess? Because then
It's
Envy.
only 4D.
Oh.
We're not quite at
If
that.
it was 60, I was gonna say Envy for sure, but
Okay, Andy.
MV.
No, he's safe. He's safe. Everything's
he's
good.
even got that silver edge.
I mean, is he ever safe?
I like it. It means they just kill the bristle if he ever gets that hit off.
Where's Meepo?
Coming.
Meepo's pushing
Meepo's
the bot
bot,
lane.
yeah.
Oh, 3-3, come on! You cannot die here.
Oh, could they really save him?
No.
No, they can't.
Oh,
He's
Blink. Does he have Blink?
No.
Oh, okay.
He does not have buyback 33 down for a minute.
It's a good old walk down mid play.
They're going top lane. They're gonna go finish the game.
They've been chasing down it. They
Checking
found
Roche. It's a
PPD.
late spawn though.
PPD's gone.
Dude, DJ's so good.
Yeah.
He's hit so many shackles. Like, you know how hard it is to get 2-man shackles on
DG.
heroes with the blink? Like,
He's actually one of the best 4 players in the world. I mean, if you will compare him to other 4s, he's like in top 3 in every category. Like tower damage, hero damage, distance covered, XPM, GPM.
distance
good.
covered is a cool stat.
Yeah, yeah.
Some
Force,
storm
it's
from
me.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I'm pretty sure, if I wasn't sure before, that Fnatic will win. They have Megas, they can get Aegis. Just wait for the supers. I can't believe this game is still going on here, but there is $1,000 on
That
the
was
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1,000.
$1,000.
Got to make sure you're clean and methodical. You had that one. You had those like couple slip ups, but now they've got Refresher Tombstone. 3 tombstones.
You know, with those $1,000 for every map, you can actually earn more money placed like 4th than 2nd. If you, for example, win like 10 maps in the group stage,
And then just lose out.
yeah, lose out, you're
Yeah.
still gonna have more money than a 2nd.
That's why they whipped out the Meepo strat in the group stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're basically being told what's going to happen in this tournament. Which is
Oh.
homework.
Oh,
The Hex, they've got the break.
Oh, no, first
Can
up.
they kill him
Wrong
in
way.
time? Yes, they can. Pycat is gone without buyback. CCC gets the BKB off.
Again, nothing.
He's trying to retreat, but indeed the impetus flying in from Universe, bringing him down low. They net from Arbet out onto 2. Arbet's falling a little low, but they've already got the kills. They take down CCNC. They take down PPD. Only 2 left on OpTic, but GG will be called as Fnatic do finally close up this game 1 after what did look to be for a very long time their game. Pretty much from the 15-minute onwards, with Arbed turning up that 5th pick, Meepo.
Yeah.
And a flawless performance from Arbed as well. Played his lane perfectly against CCNC's TA.
But
And-
they teach us a lesson.
Yeah.
You can save everything with 18 seconds left in your hand.
Yeah.
Like, even Navi you can save 18 seconds. So was good game.
Yeah.
It was, I think looking at that, Fnatic looked, as you said, DJ. I think
Yeah,
Universe
DJ's
as well. The Universe Enchantress, it was something of the past. We knew this guy was incredible on this hero. You know, previously teams, normally when you're playing against it, you're thinking about this guy playing his Ench. And you see that game, I don't know if we're going to get to see that many more Universe Enchantress games. I really feel that. Sure, the Meepo was a fantastic pick in that sense, but he absolutely crushed that top lane.
I don't think that Meepo's going to be banned. Like,
No, sure. Well, I
That
think it'll
makes no
always be in
sense.
mind. It will
I think it's
always
a
be in the
lost
player
ban.
mind.
The,
Yeah.
the Ench only gets that out of hand because of the Meepo, though. Like,
Oh.
it's only
You
a
think?
huge problem because he
He was
you
getting
can't-
kills up there at the start. I mean,
Yeah.
how does having a different mid change the
I think
state
if
of
you
that top lane?
don't give him the first blood, it's a different story, though. It's this Aquila advantage. If you get an
Yeah.
Aquila advantage in a lane like that, like you just dominate it. And when he gets the first blood on the CM, it's over. I really think the Meepo is the X factor in that game. I think Ench as a hero will probably see banned, but I think it's something that's going to get figured out by the end of this tournament. Because if you don't do what Universe did in that game, you kind of fall off a lot like a TA
Sure.
would. But Ench, no lane control, or wave clear, rather. So if you fall behind or you're just trading, you don't do anything. You don't do tower damage later on. You can't really itemize for anything except a little more damage. You don't really want to buy these utility items unless you're ahead.
You don't
was.
flash farm, you just prevent the enemy team from farming.
And
pretty
I
much.
think Fnatic, their itemization, you look at it, the 2 pipes, Meepo skips the sheep, but they get one later on DJ. He gets the blink, so they find all this catch. Solar HOD hype on Envy as well. They hit this mid-game timing. You couldn't fight them. They get Roche. They end the game. And there isn't much more.
Just imagine they would pick Rayskin instead of Brisbane.
Oh, my God.
That would be so good.
I'm just imagining, OpTic waking up this morning. Nothing feels better than some good old 9 a.m. getting cheesed by Meepo,
Hey, they held out longer than I thought they would.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be especially how what CCNC feels. Because as you were saying in the draft, when they pick the tier, you said that they're going to pick the TA. It's pretty good here. If you're CCNC, you're just saying this game that the Meepo was the problem.
Yeah, I mean,
most other heroes, this TA could have had a
T is
really
a hero
good
that
time.
wants to just farm for like 14, 15 minutes, and if you can't do that, like if you're against a mid hero that does that better than you do, I think that's actually TA's biggest weakness.
Well, there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. The first game of the first series of the Summit 9 going the way of Fnatic. We'll cut to... I think we're cutting to a break.
I think so.
We are. We've just had it confirmed. So we'll cut to a short break. Don't go anywhere. As we'll be back very, very shortly with Game 2 between Fnatic versus OpTic as Fnatic stand at a 1-0 lead.